Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley Beeman, and I have been a Beachbody Coach now for about 5 years, and I just wanted to come in here and share with you guys my story. I know you guys have been hearing lots about coaching and about other people's stories and just some awesome things going on in this group. But I wanted to pop in and give you guys a little insight into my story, and maybe you could connect with something that I share. And if you have any questions while we are live, go ahead and you can ask them below, as long as they pop up, because sometimes they weren't popping up. Then I will answer them for you. So a little bit about my coaching story. I became a coach in November of 2011. It was basically, my son was about 9 months old at the time. It was actually October 2011. It was at the very end. But at the beginning of October, me and my husband had decided that we were going to file bankruptcy, and we had finished our bankruptcy that month. It was just some decisions that we had made in the past that crept up on us. And we, in order to move forward in life, we just had to do that. And I was at a spot where I just didn't think that we would ever be able to fulfill our dreams. I never thought we'd be able to own our own home. I never thought that we'd be able to go do all the things that we did before or that we had dreamt of doing. And here I am with this 9-month-old son, and we wanted to have more kids. So I was kind of in a spot of just kind of being depressed. And the only thing I had going for me at the time was that I had lost most of my baby weight. And that journey was prior to, most of it was prior to Beachbody. When I had my son, it was the first time in my life that I really gained like 60 pounds. And it was just crazy to me that it was supposed to be such an exciting time in my life. And I was just really my self-confidence was the lowest it's ever been. And I just really worked hard to get that weight off. So, I was dealing with self-confidence issues. I was dealing with anxiety issues. Had been dealing with anxiety my entire life. And I was just constantly stressed and worried about our future. So when I'm sitting on Facebook, I had about 10 pounds left to lose of that baby weight. And I see a friend talking about her challenge group. And I start talking to her. And I had done other network marketing companies in the past, which I won't talk about, but one of the reasons that I quit doing what I was doing was because I had to go outside of the home. I had to go outside of the home and go to parties, and before I had my son, I just decided that this isn't giving me the freedom I want, so I'm not going to continue to do it because I'm actually having to spend way more time away from my family during the times that they were home and doing other things like that, and not allowing me to spend the time that I wanted to with my son. So I just kind of quit doing that because it was taking up so much of my time. So back to my story, I was talking to the girl that was running a challenge group, and as I'm talking to her, I'm like, my brain starts spinning, and I'm like, wait, are you doing all of your work on social media, on Facebook at the time? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, tell me more about coaching right now. I need to know this, because how amazing is that you could work from home on social media. You don't have to, it doesn't matter where you are when you, as long as you have an internet connection, you can work, right? And she's like, yeah. And the other thing that really ran through my head was that if I became a coach and I started sharing my journey on social media, that I would have to stay accountable to my journey. I cannot tell you guys how super afraid I was of gaining all of that weight back that I had lost from my pregnancy. Like, that was the scariest thing to me. And at that time, because of all the financial situation that was going on and things, it was kind of the only thing that I felt like I could control. And I knew that if I became a coach and started helping other people, that I would have to continue on with my journey. So that was the main reason I jumped in. We did not have the $140. I don't know. I must have scrimped and saved and not bought groceries or something that week in order to buy my challenge pack to get started. And actually, at that time, there wasn't even challenge packs. You had to buy your program and Shakeology separate. But I got started with Insanity. I did that for about 30 seconds and decided that that wasn't the program for me. So then I continued on with P90X and Turbo Fire, and I lost all of the baby weight. 3 years, I think it was 3 years into coaching, is when my team really started to grow, and I had really worked on myself a lot. I quit having to deal with anxiety issues. I got in the best shape of my life. And then, I was starting to bring in more income. And at that time, we were talking about buying the house that we had been renting. And when I had filed bankruptcy before, I thought this would never happen and we wouldn't be able to do that. But we sat down and we looked at all of our numbers and things, and it just came down to the fact that I could pay our mortgage with the Beachbody income that I was bringing in. So we decided just to go ahead and buy the house. And, thankfully, because of Beachbody, we did not get into any more debt that we, were in before. And I was still able to have, when I first started, I remember one of the things I was excited about was just getting to, spend my monthly shopping money, because I love to shop. So I could still go out and buy my monthly purse, or, a new outfit, or go get my nails done or massages, and just little things like that for me. And then it started adding up, and we were able to do bigger things. I've been on 2 free trips with Beachbody. It's an amazing company that takes you and does so many different things. We got to go to Cancun 2 years ago, just for helping people every single month get started on their health and fitness journey, or get started on their coaching journey. And then this past, March, we went on a cruise to Jamaica and the Caribbean, and it was just so much fun. There's just so much love in this community. When I first joined, I really didn't have the support group around me that I needed, not only for my health and fitness, but just for life. Like, this community just really is a family, and it's really, a place where you can go when you are at your lowest lows or your highest highs, and just have the support that you need. Your life literally changes, not just the financial part of this business is huge, and it can do so many things for you, but the work that you do as a person, and how you grow, and how you deal with things on a daily basis is just, it's life-changing. It's all I can really say about that. But I'm going into my 5th year. I now have a team of about 260 coaches. And if you're in this group, I'm kind of probably either the grandma or the great-grandmother of some of the coaches that are on here, as we like to say it. But you will definitely be a part of our team. And it's just an amazing, amazing thing to be a part of. And it can totally change your life, as long as, it doesn't happen overnight, but you definitely can make changes and help other people, and stay accountable to yourself, and just create that dream life that you want to live, depending what that is. For me, we like to go places. We like to go camping, and we go to the lake a lot. We're always traveling. We traveled just this past last month. We did 2 weeks straight. We were gone. We were able to go to this conference in Dallas, me and my husband together, and just have just that time of our life. And then we got to go to Lake Powell for a week right after. We came home just to switch out our bags, and we left and took our kids and our family to Lake Powell. So that was, we were able to do that. And now I'm going to leave next week again for another week. And if I would have a normal job, I just wouldn't be able to do that. And, back when I first signed up to be a coach, I was kind of lost in that realm of what was I going to do for a job, because I have 122 college credits, but I don't have a degree. And I really just didn't like the idea of working for somebody else. I wanted to work for myself, and I didn't necessarily want to be a stay-at-home mom. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. But then I realized that I was doing what everybody else was doing, and it wasn't fulfilling me, and I needed something else outside of being a mom, and this gave me that. So if you guys have any questions for me at all, after you watch this, post below and I can answer them. Send me a message, and I would just love to chat with you guys and hear what you guys are thinking. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see all of your faces on our team and join our Beachbody family. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.